Moving on with the Cold War creature set, and we are on to the final movie, The Giant Claw, from 1957, and we have a movie that is a global effort here, because this one's just really fun and weird. We get the idea that there is a giant bird stalking the skies of the world, taking down planes and killing people. But at the start, we don't get that straight away. We're alluded to something in the skies, something, a UFO of sorts, something that's not showing up on radar. And we're kind of dealing with the military, and particularly a scientist who has seen this, kind of engineer who's trying to figure out what's going on, and is almost pushed out of his service at the start of the movie because people just don't believe him.
I was flying a final calibration flight. I spotted a UFO, I reported it. Does that make me a criminal, a traitor to my country, or some kind of a psychopath?
And you feel, or I did, that the movie was going to go one way, but pretty quickly sightings of this creature start to appear all over the world. And you get thrown again into this unusual tale where there's no sort of origin of why this creature really appeared. It's just here, and now they have to deal with it. And I kind of like that aspect. And one of the things that I really liked about it was the design of the bird creature. It looks so fake. So puppeteered, so unrealistic, but it has a certain kind of charm about it, a certain kind of gravitas about it, even though it just looks unrealistic. And I kind of like the fact that everybody else in the movie is so stoic about this creature, who take it so serious, who are trying to devise various ways scientifically to bring down this creature. You do get a lot of those sequences where people are explaining science dumbed down a little bit for the audience and other characters to explain a possibility of how they could take down this creature. Again, we've got a ragtag group of people who are the only ones capable or willing to put their life in the line to try and stop this atrocious creature from killing everybody.
And we can get close, real close, and bombard that bird's antimatter energy shield with a stream of Masic atoms. I think we can destroy that shield.
You get scenes of destruction as it tears buildings apart, as people in cities flee and try to survive, as it swoops down, snapping up people and just swallowing them whole. This is a gigantic creature that perches atop buildings and overshadows them as well. And I kind of like the scope of it. It's not just a contained movie, it's a global thing that's affecting the world, and they're trying to figure out how to stop this thing before it has babies that then become the dominant creature on Earth.
The bird began a series of attacks on the ground in a fantastic orgy of destruction never before seen. Nothing has been safe from attack by the bird.
The Giant Claw was incredibly entertaining. I thought the puppet, although silly, and some of the sequences later on near the movie, you can see the wires, things that are going on, was incredibly inventive. And sometimes that kind of special effects, which don't hold up as well as they could have a certain level of workmanship behind them that make them more appealing than, say, CGI kind of stuff. And this, particularly at the end of this movie, there's lots of dog fights between a kind of ship and the giant claw that look a little bit ropey, but they're so kind of fun and engaging and shot in a terrific way. And even though it's miniatures or models, it doesn't take away from the gravitas of the story, and it becomes something that's just pure entertainment. Again, it's another one of those movies that 74 minutes absolutely zips by. Gives you kind of those quirky, typical characters that you get in these kind of movies that are incredibly fun to spend time with, that are incredibly fun to see them refuse to down tools and struggle against the bureaucracy and this atrocious dinosauric bird that's a prehistoric bird that's there to stop them and try and find out a way to take back their planet. I liked the giant claw for what it was. It was incredibly fun. It was incredibly entertaining. It had some moments where just everybody playing it straight, for me, gave me a lot of chuckles throughout the film. The puppet itself, like I said, is kept in shadows quite a lot. It's kept blurred for a lot of the time, but they do show it, and it just kind of takes away the effectiveness a little bit. But again, nostalgic value and seeing the craft that's put into it makes it so endearing as well. As always, I would love to know your thoughts on the giant claw. Let me know in the comment box below. There is more content up here if you want to see more of my stuff. There's a little like button just below this video. If you click that, I'll stop the giant claw from snatching me out of the sky and taking me away. And of course, if you want to join the membership program or the Patreon program for as little as 99p a month, that would be amazing as well. Thanks for watching. See you next time.